Hey, this is Bjorn Rebney, CEO and Chairman of Bellator MMA. You're watching ProMMANow.com.
Hey, Daniel Fiedel here for ProMMANow.com, the one and only Randy Couture. How's it going, sir?
Good to see you. How are you?
Good. What basically brought about this whole thing? How hard of a decision was it to decide to come to this by TV to Bellator?
Well, obviously Sharon and Kevin Kay approached me about being part of the show they were trying to build, and I think they knew significantly how that would affect me going forward. So they knew it wasn't a small decision for me. It took me some time to weigh it out. I think in a lot of ways give the UFC the option to try and continue with the company in some significant way, and they didn't really have anything that they wanted to use before. So obviously I had to do that delicately. I couldn't disclose what the offers on the table were, but I had to sign an NDA even to hear the pitch. So it is what it is. And kind of been anticipated what the response would be from Zuffa, and it was
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, does it hurt you personally to hear Dana say these things and say you're not a nice guy, you're really Captain America and whatnot? Do you know Dana's Dana?
Of course I know Dana's Dana. I've heard all those things from him before. It's not surprising, and he does the same thing with fighters all the time. When he's trying to get Fedor, he's the #1 fighter in the world. When Fedor won't sign, Fedor's a piece of crap and he's not really that good. I mean, it's typical, it's a tool, it's what he does and how he uses things to his advantage. So there's no surprise.
How concerning is it that it might affect Ryan's career? Maybe he'll get matched up with someone tougher. Do you think once he talked with Ryan, gave him a phone call, you think he'll back Ryan? Ryan said he wants to stay in the UFC, and
you know what? Ryan's his own man. Ryan has created his own fighting style. He does the work. He's obviously improved significantly and shown that he deserves to be at that level and compete there.
Do you like that technically? He has his own style. I mean, he plays an outside kicking game. He plays a guard submission game.
He's got a great submission game. He's a better submission guy than I ever was, for sure. I had a unique background and set of skills that I brought in and made my fighting style. And he isn't trying to ride my shirt tails at all. It's almost more of a burden that he's dragging on the same last name. He has been since he was an amateur, and he takes that all in stride. He's a very level-headed kid. He does the work.
He's going to hit it 3 rounds.
I think Ryan's comment was, well, I don't understand why they'd be hard on me. They stand to make a lot more money off me than I'm going to make off them. So, I think Ryan's got a great attitude about it. Obviously had some very serious discussions with him about what was going on, and so he's been aware of it from the start, and how the decisions I make can potentially affect his future as well. So,
do you really like that Bellator focuses on the fighters, their own destiny? Sounds like the show is going to be very much about learning different skills, filling up gaps in your game.
Well, the Fight Masters, I think, that's the emphasis. That was one of the things that appealed to me about the pitch. So I'm excited about that opportunity to hopefully affect some young athletes and make them better.
And how's the movie crew going? I spent a couple days on the set of Without Guard or Absent Guard, Rush.
With Rush,
and they were talking to me, and they said they were really impressed with both your acting and the fight scene that you had with both.
Yeah, well, that was a lot of fun, and what a unique night that was, on the parking garage in the pouring down rain in LA, with those amazing backdrops in the LA skyline, and Rush was a lot of fun. I think probably raised some eyebrows, some of the things that I did in the course of that movie.
They were talking a lot about it. I talked to Benny the Jed as the choreographer. I saw some nice stills of you in the cop car and whatnot. So
yeah.
What's
first time wearing handcuffs?
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So,
one wondered about that.
Yeah.
What about what's coming up in March? You said you had another film.
Yeah, I have a movie coming up in March called Distant Shore, and I'll be playing with Scott Adkins. Kind of a psycho thriller. Play the psycho.
Yeah, well, you like playing the bad guys. It's fun for you to make a turn.
This will be my third opportunity to kind of play the antagonist in it. I did it first with Scorpion King 2, and then obviously Rush. I play the main antagonist in that movie. So there's something about getting to kind of do some of the things that you would never do in real life.
And then Expendables 3 in August?
Absolutely. So we're going to wrap that up. It's going to start shooting in August.
We'll tell Sly I'm willing to double him again.
Nah,
Yeah, so,
awesome.
all right, well, I can't wait for the show on Spike, and I hope it's a great success. Do you have any, last question, any idea who some of your coaching, your assistant coaching staff may be?
Well, I obviously know who they are, and I'm narrowing it down, but you get two, and that's something I want me to discuss right now.
All right, well, thank you guys for ProMMAnow.com. I'm Dan The Wolfman, signing out.